Hey, nation, Harry Herb. We're crawling, we're walking, we're running into the year 2020, which is also a new decade. So welcome back, folks, and welcome back, Denis Wilson, one of our analysts down in Southern California. So, sir, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well.
All righty. Hey, two topics this month as we go around the horn. So the first is you off camera. We're explaining an interesting alert service, LA Cyber Lab. What is LA Cyber Lab?
Oh yes, this is a city of Los Angeles is making available to local businesses, local MSPs, local people who are interested in cybersecurity, a website and along with it comes a daily list of news and briefs coming from FBI and as well as just news outlets, so that you would have the latest as to what's happening in the cyber world. And you can look it up just under the www.lacyberlab, that's LAB as in boy, .org. And
and I'll put it down below in the blog. Thank you.
Oh, great. Yeah, you can sign up for this, and it's a free service that Los Angeles is making available to all the folks out there.
All righty. Well, hey, the topic this month is, let me, before I get to the topic, let me give you the context of the topic. So folks, we have talked well over a year monthly with Denis Wilson as one of our analysts, and early in our conversations, we talked about marketing and we talked about content marketing and other tactics. And Denis is consistent with that. That's the key, that he drops, if not an article a day, at least several articles a week. And then you have other social media activity. And what we concluded a year ago, and I'm assuming it's still the case, is it works. It works. You gotta work it hard. It works. Works over time. With that context, on the 16th of January, you dropped a piece called "A Trick Hacking Methodology Replicates a Locked Computer." Go. What's the story?
Yeah, this is a story that came from LA Cyber Lab. It was really interesting to me because I hadn't heard anything about this before. They call it the law enforcement lock trick, and it uses a hacked access to Google Chrome as a web browser, and it sends you to a website that looks just like it has locked your computer, and it locks the computer in a way that comes up on a screen that's all red and big sign that says your computer is locked, and nothing seems to answer the keyboard. So it really is a scam that is scary to a lot of folks out there.
Now, let me see if I get this straight. I initially thought, and I think you've just corrected me, that it replicates the look and feel of the Control-Alt-Delete Windows 10 screen. So you think you'd have to log back onto Windows, but yeah, you're telling me it's a different approach. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. It makes it look like it's come from a local law enforcement agency, not Microsoft or not one of the vendors, and this sort of scam gives it what looks like a legitimate government URL. So it very much replicates something that you would see coming in from, let's say, local law enforcement. And as such, it causes a high percentage of users to start paying attention to this what's happening on the screen. And once they've got it, and by the way, it says that your screen, your computer, your IP address has been found to be getting pornography, rape, zoophilia, all kinds of weird and nasty things, and
Yeah.
that you have a fine that can be paid via your Visa or MasterCard. Geez, I wonder why. And the browser will be unlocked automatically after you pay the fine.
Oh man. Well, and towards the bottom of your piece, you go on to say what your perspective is. The sentence reads, make sure your employees are aware of it and stay vigilant.
Yes.
And Dennis, that kind of also capitalizes on some conversations we had in 2019 about user education in terms of cybersecurity, the importance of user education. Folks, we poke around the site. Dennis and I have had that talk. Well, Dennis, I've also included the URL to this piece. This is a newer and more interesting, well, no, sir, not more interesting, just another interesting conversation. Have a great month. We'll see you on the flip side after the Super Bowl. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you.